Hello. Let the room load a hot sec. Y'all, I've been trying. I'm just gonna start. I don't care. Hey, Barbie, Geneva, Ruth Ann, Snark, Bliss, Jojo, Mary, be critter. I'm sitting here. Hello. Um, about to eat dinner, and I see the Now the room is loading. All right. Hi, everybody. Raken, Sarah Q, Linda S, MTT. And I see this thing with Dudley saying that, oh, I sent 5 pizzas. I sent most of them. What the hell did he say? What ridiculousness? I did most of the pizzas, not Zen. I take responsibility for it. Well, isn't that fan fucking tastic? It's
Isn't
yeah,
that just
like
in the back of the head?
I get it, yippee for him.
What did Rachel say, John?
Just slap you. I'm just so excited for him that he was able to put that on his community tab. And I've been trying to handle this the best I could since then. I found out the other night, Friday, or is it Thursday? Friday. People telling me I shouldn't be mad at Deadly or I shouldn't be mad at Kim. Who the fuck? What? Who are you to tell me who I should or shouldn't be mad at? Because as I see it, those are two people I was nothing but nice to. Never said anything bad about them. They were in my chats, whatever. So they have it. He has a channel. Obviously, if you're in a channel and you're in my channel, I have a big following. You know, I certainly didn't gain anything from him being in my chat. Was the angle I'm going here? Nice to him, nice to her, and they're the ones sending the pizzas nonstop. I mean, like there was one night when we got Domino's. Was it like 4 or 5 times that night?
It was like 3 or 4 times.
And that was just one night.
Yeah.
Now I don't care if Jules is all like, "Wah, I got a pizza too." Well, too fucking bad. I got all of them. And I really don't care who else got one. Oh, I got a pizza. Oh, I'm not mad. Well, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about anybody but me and Cody. That is the range of people I care about, and my cats in this house. And I know this is hard to believe for certain people, but in this instance, I am the innocent party. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't ask for it. Didn't ask for it. I mean, I could see if it was the other side sending it, but I certainly didn't ask for two people. I wouldn't say that they were friends, but certainly in like my sphere of people that were in my chats, acquaintances, who are tormenting me like the people, like the hypocrisy, tormenting me like the people that we're talking about. And I can't deal with the phoniness here anymore. I just fucking can't. And if that means I lose all my subs over it, because I'm telling you right fucking now, I'm about to put the kibosh on going live anymore at all, and then just doing pre-recorded lives and doing it that way for recaps and whatever else, because this shit, like I can't deal with the phoniness on either side. It is just so fucking ridiculous. I'm the innocent party. I didn't ask for the pizzas, and now I'm getting yelled at because I should be mad at Deadly more than Kim. And well, Kim put her up. Kim he put Kim up to it, or I don't care. I don't care if there was a gun to her head. I don't care. Who is this lady to me? Because whatever their problems are does not change the fucking price of apples here. Doesn't. It does not. And you may think that's cold. I don't care. I don't know these people. Why should I care? Why should I especially care now, knowing what they were doing in being my friend and consoling me in front of everybody, and then behind the scenes doing this. I could care less. And using that logic, if Kim told, if Dudley told Kim, hey, you know what? Why don't you kill Cody? Otherwise, I'm going to kill your kids. And and if Kim came over here and killed my husband, I should not be mad at Kim because, oh, Dudley put her up to it. I got nothing to do with these people. 0.00 to do with these people. And they are just as equally guilty. Now he's sending more tomorrow. She'll send more. I don't know if they're together. I don't know if they're apart. I don't give a fuck. It changes every day. But this is all craziness. And now I have to sit here. Give me 1 second. Both Deadly and Kim, diabolical. As they were doing it to me, and as they saw me, and especially with the Mia shit, because like that was local, and that really annoyed me. I tried to cover it as best I can, on the lives, but it was really fucking annoying. And although I tried to not make a big deal of it when I was live because I know it would just send more, it was really annoying. Uh, and we're all thinking it's them while I'm reading the messages, helping Deadly. Look how much came out about the message in him and Kim and everybody else that came out in them. So yeah, what? And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. This is crazy. We're gonna get them. And what confuses me now is A, the people in Deadly's chat still supporting him, and B, um, why aren't people mad? Like I'm mad. Why is it now? Oh well, it's Deadly, and we don't like Deadly. Like that's what pissed me off in Jules's chat the other night when she summoned me, when she paged me to her chat, and she was saying how the pizzas and um, it was all Deadly's fault. But Kim was getting a pass. I'm like, well, what about her? She had a hand in it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, and I didn't have an axe to grind with Deadly like Jules did. So obviously, it was easy for her to look the other way when it came to. But both equally guilty. And when you thought that was the crochet crew, you wanted them heads to roll. But you don't want the same heads to roll, knowing now that it's Deadly. Why? 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 And if he could do me dirty like that, how could anybody ever trust him? And I'm barely somebody that spoke to, but if he could do me dirty like that, how could anybody else trust him? Oh, they were equally 50-50% to blame. I don't give one any edge over the other. 50-50. She was the one calling in the orders. He was the one calling in to me, pretending to be gay, being me. They were sending each other the fucking receipts. I don't care who pulled the trigger. And in this case, he pulled the trigger most of the times, is what today's story is. But I don't understand because I thought we were supposed to be all about getting the people doing this out of this community and expelling them. Like when we found out Vault sent a pizza, right? Look what happened. But why isn't Deadly getting it? If Vault got it, and you are making me fucking defend Vault, and this is how pissed off I fucking am. If Vault had to go and do it and get the wrath from this side, right? Why isn't this side doing the same thing? I can't deal with the phoniness of everybody, and I just can't. You can't win. You know, I made a couple community tabs because I didn't even want to go live and make a big thing out of anything. I just didn't appreciate being lied on. One was Cecilia because she said that she came into my chat after I called her out, and that is not the truth. She was in my chat on Friday well before I got going. And when you do that and you make a lie about me, it's telling that sub that I was up to something devious, that I was doing something bad when you were in the chat well before then. And I don't appreciate that. You don't have to lie. Someone had asked her, it's in my community tab, you know, why were you in this chat when I wasn't allowed in hers, which was a valid question, and something like, you know, I have my reasons. It's on my community tab, but you know, I only was in there because I got called out, and that's not how that went down. It's just not. So, I mean, I'd rather you not talk about me, but if you're gonna talk about me, just get it right. And I mean, like, does anybody have any questions? I'd be happy to answer them. I'll even drop a link. I'm just tired of really everyone's phoniness, and it just goes every way. What kind of person would I be if I didn't call out the fact that everyone's giving Deadly a pass, but when we didn't give Vault, and I didn't give Penelope a pass. She got it from me too, and everyone else gave it to Penelope. You know, and when Brooke had D call the police on me, and D didn't get a pass from me either. So you can't call out one without calling out the other. And I just can't really be around people who are like just giving out passes like Oprah gives cars. It just it's making like my blood boil. You know, because if it was anybody else, you wouldn't be in that chat being like, "Oh, it's okay, you came clean." No, you'd be dragging them across the coals like you should, like they should be being dragged. And like you know, I saw that post from Deadly, and it just really set me because then tomorrow I'm gonna be like, and now tomorrow I'm gonna see everybody in this chat, and then what's gonna be the angle now? How are we not gonna be mad at Deadly? And everybody should be mad at him, especially if he sent you a pizza, and you should be mad at his girlfriend because I think they're back together now, or I guess I don't know whatever fucked up relationship they have, but you know, and then I know subs are being like, you know, forced to go in different directions. But I'm not asking anybody to go anywhere. You know, had Siwa unblocked me, she had every chance. I could have just replied to her in that thread on her page instead of having to repost it because she doesn't answer my text and my DMs, and the only time I hear from her is when she is telling me about somebody else, trying to point me in a direction. And that's stupid. She didn't go into details about why I was blocked when she was telling me to not talk to Brittany or Jules or whatever. But so it's just annoying. And I'm not trying to start anything with anybody. But I also just can't sit around and swallow all this and think it's okay because you're making the other side look right when y'all, some of y'all, are no better than them. Because I've just never been more disgusted with people who want to call people their friends and see how they just flip and turn on each other just every other day. Like they grab the bag of tiles, their Scrabble tiles, and they pick out a new friend that day, and and then tomorrow it's something else. Like for instance, how long did Jen Bailey and Jules' relationship just last? Did it even break a day? Like that shit. Sorry. I just needed to walk away for a second because I just felt my. That's easy. I went into my relationship with Rankin knowing that she had done some fucked up shit, but she turned everything over for the greater good at great detriment to herself, and that's helped me. I was never friends with Rankin prior to any of this, never spoken to her before, and I knew she had done things. So, but Rakin wasn't being my friend to my face and inviting me to Rakin's group chat and then taunting me on the back end with his girlfriend. Him and his girl, Rakin and her husband weren't sending me pizzas while pretending to be my friend. If Rakin was doing it while I was reading those messages, then yeah, it would be the same thing. But it's not. So that's how I could be okay with that. And I'm just being honest, and I would be lying if I saw a bunch of y'all in Deadly's chat, and I went like, because that's what when I see certain people and certain, I'm like, so because I just don't know how anybody can support that, and it's almost sensible, and I hate to say it's sensible because it's it's juvenile that people are sending pizzas in to begin with because we're not in fucking seventh grade, and y'all are in your fucking 50s, some in your 60s. I mean, it's just ridiculous to begin with that people are sending pizzas to people's houses. I forgot my train of thought because I just thought about how ridiculous it is when there's like six of grandparents doing this.
When you say like you're in your 50s and like 40s, like it's so childish when you say it.
Yeah, yeah, like, and they're in the. I remember they were in the chat while it was happening, so like they were like texting each other while I was live, sending it, seeing me get upset about it,
Laughing back and forth.
and
Like,
yeah, and then I'm supposed to be mad at not one or not the other or not at all. And then I'm supposed to like look at everybody supporting them right now and being like either of them and like being and feeling okay with that because it's like, and then again the hypocrisy of like not getting mad at them when their head should be rolling just as their head should be rolling. If it was the crochet gang, it would be the mob would be out. There'd be torches in the streets, but not so much. Hey Brooklyn, I just don't know anymore. I was trying to please everybody who was fighting with each other, and that got me nowhere fucking fast. Like, nowhere fast. Like, trying to placate everybody, and then they were still shitting down my throat and sending pizzas to my house. It's and people that like usually go so hard for me are like, oh, you know what? He came clean and he's gonna pay the place back. I don't give a fuck if he pays them back. I mean, that's great that they get their lost income back, but shit, he pays them back. Okay, well, fuck me, John. He paid him back, so can't be mad at him, I guess. you know. And what's he gonna do? Call there? Hi, I pranked some pizzas. Can you pull up the receipts? I love to hear that conversation. But I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to be two faced like the crochet crew, and I can't point the finger of blame at them when they fuck up, and then look the other way when someone over here does it, and not give them the same energy I would give anybody else fucking with me. To be honest with you, and I don't know how people are texting me, being like, "Well, did you hear his apology?" No. I wouldn't care if that apology came fucking tied around the Pope's tongue. Like, sorry. That's right to the unforgivable list. It's disheartening and it's frustrating and like when you're just trying to like be neutral and not make any waves while everybody is like still orbiting you. It's possible. So I'm just gonna make it. I don't know. I don't know what my next move is. I can't be around this phoniness anymore. It's just driving me crazy. And I don't know how most people could like feel like that now. Like you have people in the chat saying burn the witch, and then like, oh no, it's still, oh never mind, don't burn it. It doesn't work like that.
never mind, don't do
you know,
Oh, too bad.
you're
He's
either
already on
guilty or
fire.
something,
Don't do
or
it.
you're
No, no.
not. And I don't want to put anybody out, and I don't want to make anybody feel like they're in a position but I am constantly in a fucking position, and I am telling you the position I'm in right now, and in the position I've been in for like the last like month since everything went to hell has sucked. And now with all this like finding out like that my own team, not my team, my side, my whatever the fuck you want to call them, were doing this to me the whole time. It plays with your head on so many levels because they're making you think it's them do it, but they're also their enemy. But then they're nice to you, but you never hurt them. And then they're consoling you and making you feel better about it, but they're the ones torturing you at the same time. I mean, it's real. Like, I mean, that's like. I mean, I know I said some shit about some people, but that is like fucking with people to like the next level. And like Cindy, that's all I'm trying to do right now. Just keep it real.
Well, you're doing a great job because you're being 100% on everything right now. Like you're not lying, you're not making up, you're not fabricating anything.
It all fell. I mean, I didn't know it was that Like, I didn't know it was that fragile. It all fell apart that day when Siwa had SoFlo up on the panel, and then Johnny got mad that day. Whenever that happened, that was ground zero of the fall. And the whole time I've been just trying to keep my head above water, not make any waves, placate everybody because I really did enjoy the time I was spending with everybody, and I didn't see anything like this coming. And then it's just been a shitstorm ever since. And Lord knows, you know, what tomorrow is going to bring. And I just think this whole time I've just been nothing but, and for me, respectful, or at least I try to. And when I do voice my, like, and it's twice now, I did it Friday and now, I tried to keep it, like, as calm as possible. But this is all just so yucky. It really is. That night on Friday, Jules in her chat, she was just gleeful about it, playing music and disco breaks for about the pizzas. Like, gleeful that like now she's got a good reason to be mad at Dudley. Looking the other way at Kim, and I'm sitting here like my blood boiling, so annoyed that someone who I considered friend like could do that to me. And then the next day, I see everybody in his chat, and I'm just being real with y'all. Who would and it did rub me not the best, not the nicest way when I saw everybody in his chat the next day. Like, and I'm like, wow, okay, that stung. But I didn't say anything, because I don't want anybody to feel like, do what you got to do, hang out with you who you want to hang out with. But and then I saw that pizza thing. I said I better get this off my chest now because if I wait a day and I see people kissing his ass tomorrow, I know that this lie would be a really really bad one. if it wasn't bad already. Like it would be a classic, 4 a.m. wine box John Yates like meltdown of wrath. That's what. So I just figure I better get ahead of it and address it tonight. So yeah. I have to get off. So pretty much that's all I really wanted to say. Like I'm just going to hold everybody accountable, not just people I don't like. If you're gonna do me wrong, then you're gonna have to deal with the wrath. And I don't even care. Like, what am I gonna say about Dudley? He's a piece of shit. Have I even badmouthed him? Like, I haven't. Like, it's just someone that I know that is someone I'll never deal with again in life, and that's it. Um, and um, when people do bad things, either any whoever it is, they need to be dealt with. And I don't like this whole free pass shit. I don't. It's just not sitting with me. Especially when it's that diabolical, and especially like when you already know what I'm going through. And this is just pointed at certain people, but it's just a lot going on here. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say because I really don't want to talk about this anymore. And I know I just catapulted about 6 or 7 lives that are probably about to start now. And by the way, to everybody, like again, I helped y'all out. I tried with everybody. When I would end those message lives, I'd have 400 people in them, and I'm like, who's going live? Who can I send the people to? Like,
You always try to help people.
I never got upset when someone sent somebody else a super chat. Like, I encouraged it when I had people on my panel. I had them put up their cash apps too, and I had my mods drop their stuff. I never get mad when I see people get tipped who deserve it. You know, I want them to succeed. I want them to have money. I don't, but that's what a friend wants for somebody. A friend, not whatever this weird fucked up version of YouTube friendship is. Um, and again, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want anybody to feel like they're in a spot, but I'm constantly in a spot. So if I have to be in a spot all the goddamn time, then y'all have to be in a spot. I guess. Sorry. All right, I actually have to go. I have a phone call. I have to take something way more important than this YouTube stuff came up. I think we'll be live tomorrow for Jersey, unless we're on the road. No, maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for listening, and bye.